In this video, we'll be looking at our last homework problem, 5-31, where we're going to look at various ratios. And in this problem, we have Reef Cinema Corporation, and we have various financial data given. We have the current market price of its stock. We have the net income. We have the total common stock equity. And we have the amount of shares outstanding. And no common stock dividends are paid. So we need to calculate a series of ratios. And the first one is earnings per share. And that's simply taking the net income and dividing by the number of shares outstanding. So if we go back up here, we can see our net income is, if I can find it in here, $2,250,000 is net income, and number of shares outstanding is 1,750,000. So that's easy enough, and that's going to give us an idea of how well we are doing in terms of what our actual, what the ratio of our net income to our shares outstanding is going to give us earnings, our income per share of stock. So we want our net income to be, higher. So we want this to be higher. Higher is better here, right? So because that means that you're earning more per share. Okay, the next one is the price to earnings ratio. So the market price per share to the earnings per share. So in order to get this one, we simply take our answer for number one here, for part A here, put it in the denominator, and look at the market price per share, which is $40, and put that in the numerator. Compute that ratio. Book value per share, we would take the total equity, which is I believe 15 million. But let me just jump up here to make sure. So total equity here, yeah. So the total common stock equity is 15 million, and then we want to put that over the number of shares outstanding, and that to get the book value per share. So that's going to be total equity 15 million over total shares outstanding, which is 1,750,000. That would be how we compute the book value per share ratio. And then the last one is, what is Reef Cinema's market to book ratio? So that's going to give us an idea of, this is going to tell us hopefully the amount over the book value that the stock is selling for in the market. So we would simply put the book value in the denominator that we find, that we just found, and divide the market price per share by the book value, which is hopefully lower than the market value of the stock. And the market value is $40. There, right there. Okay, now the last part of this is they're asking you, based on what you find, based on all these ratios, does the market believe that the future earning power of Reef Cinema Corporation justifies a higher value than could be obtained by liquidating the firm? In other words, is this a going concern? Should the Reef Cinema Corporation stay in business? And the answer is yes, mainly because your market to book ratio, and I'm just saying that because I'm telling you the answer, because I want you to understand where it's more important to know where that answer comes from. So the question you're going to ask is the market to book ratio greater than 1. So is the market price, is the price that your stock is selling for in the market greater than the book value of your stock? And if it is, then we would consider that a going concern, and you would want to, stay in business. On the other hand, if the market price if the stock is selling in the market for a price lower than the actual book value of your stock per share, then you might think about selling this company and trying something else. Okay.